Hey everyone, GM Admiral here with another TTRPG quick look. So when I get fun new TTRPG books, I like to share them with anyone who might be interested in what's inside of them. Maybe you don't know whether or not you want to pick the book up or not. And these quick looks will hopefully sway you one way or another. This is not a review. In fact, I don't do reviews because I know that many people work on these books really, really hard and they pour their heart and souls into them. So leaving reviews, I feel like, doesn't really help those people at all. So instead, I'm going to flip through this new book and let you see some sections. I'll call out some things that I think look cool. I have not opened this book yet today. Yeah, so I picked it up last night, and I'm excited to see what's inside. I know I have some like preconceived notions of what I expect. And if you go back on my channel, I also did a quick look at the Spider-Man supplement for the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game. So today we're going to look at Avengers, new release, and see if it holds up to the standard that Spider-Verse book has set for the role-playing game line. So let's switch to the other camera. Here we go. And as you can see, a very colorful, bright cover. The characters are all fighting something. I was a little bit surprised that the back panel is not, it's not like a full image that wraps the book. I much prefer that in books. And I'm going to point something else out about this image as well, the one on the back. But this one on the front, awesome. Your core Avengers are there, especially the ones from the Marvel Multiverse, which are what a lot of people recognize now as the Avengers. Of course, if you're a comic book reader, you know that there have been so many iterations of the Avengers, and so hopefully we'll see see them each represented in here in some fun way. So, table of contents, introduction, Avengers. And it even says, oh, I kind of like this. Who wrote the chapters there at after each one of them? That's pretty cool. So Matt and Marty, of course, the Forbecks both work on the line. So it's cool to see that Matt did chapter 2 on his own, and then he and Marty worked together here, and so on. So that's cool to see. That's something I've not seen in role playing game books before, and I think it's really good to get the writers' names out there. So if other companies are looking for freelancers or people to work on their lines, you can see their names right next to what they wrote. All games have introductions. This kind of goes into that's really original Avengers right there. Who the Avengers were, how to use them apparently, and this here. So this splash page, it's an awesome splash page. Is it so awesome that it had to be reused on the back of the book? I'm not so sure about that, but it is there, which is an interesting decision. And this is the first Avengers. So chapter 2 is all about the Avengers. I'm guessing this is going to be like the history of the Avengers, and maybe different. Oh yeah, okay. So from the beginning, the 1 million BC Avengers from that story arc, even the Avengers of 1000 AD, 1950s Avengers. Oh man, this is cool. Okay. So we get into who the characters were on each of the teams. I like that. Internal conflicts early on. The original Master of Evil. Cap takes the lead. Cap's Kooky Quartet. I love that they are doing these little callouts like they do in comic books at the bottom. That is hilarious. Awesome picture of Vision here. And T'Challa's team as he takes over the Avengers. The team grows. Oh, and then we get into the big crossover events. The Kree Skrull War, the Illuminati. That was a really cool story arc. Defenders. Thanos shows up. So Thanos does show up briefly in the Avengers, but I think that the movie kind of really cemented him as an Avengers villain. 3 weddings and a birth. Okay, that makes sense. We've even got some Guardians of the Galaxy in here. That's fun. Treachery from Within. Oh, I love that picture of all the original Infinity Stones. Heroes Return, Heroes Reborn, Infinity Gauntlet, Kang Dynasty. All these are awesome crossovers. And how did the Avengers team change with those crossovers? So I'm assuming we've got, there's New Avengers, Civil War. I wonder if they got AVX in here. Avengers vs. X-Men. Probably. Secret Invasion, the Initiative. Yep. Against the X-Men. There it is. Oh, they have Fear itself. Wow, that's so cool. And even going into such detail as saying who was on the team during each of these story arcs. That's pretty awesome. The World Avengers, Original Sin, Axis. Wow, look at all these. New Cosmic Order. Wow. Okay, this is cool. This is a lot of information in here, folks. I love it. I'm going to keep going. I don't want to spend too much time looking. Ooh, a cross-section of Stark Tower showing us what's where. That's kind of cool. With some maps. Okay, you want to run a couple of Stark Tower maps. That's kind of cool. I like seeing that. Talking about the villains. Ooh, playing the Avengers. I love this when we talk about theme, style, purpose. The type of story arcs that you're going to tell with the Avengers. Now, if you are playing the Marvel characters from the Avengers, that's one thing. If you're playing your own characters, you might have to make up a story as like, if you're training to become an Avenger, things like that, of course. And here it is, how to join the Avengers. Pretty cool. So Avengers-inspired teams. So, yeah, okay, West Coast Avengers. I was wondering if this would be in here. Absolutely. That was that line went on for way longer than it ever should have. And based off of this art here, that tells me that I'm assuming that Young Avengers is in here as well. Force Works. Okay, I'm fine with that, right? Because Iron Man and Scarlet Witch were on there. Again, more West Coast Avengers stuff. Yeah, there's Young Avengers right there. Avengers Mansion. Oh, that's very cool. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the West Coast Avengers headquarters, not Avengers Mansion. Yep, Young Avengers. I loved it. Young Avengers, the original first story arc, was top notch. Very, very well written. Champions, Thunderbolts, Ultimates. There we go. Ultimate Avengers. Gotta love that. Later Thunderbolts. Pet Avengers. Yes. Oh man, I would have guessed that they would be in here, but that was a fun little ridiculous story arc, and of course, I love Bats so much from Doctor Strange. Such a good character. That is awesome. Avengers in the Law. So this is probably talking about how they interact with the world. A helicarrier map. That's kind of cool. I mean, obviously, you just little pawns here to represent things. I would probably want to do a big, huge one that stretches over a couple of tables. Maybe get that G.I. Joe Air Force carrier. That would be awesome. Like, that'd be great. Secret Avengers, Project Lightning, The Initiative. So this is actually telling you different stories that you can tell within these parts of Avengers history. So that's actually very, very, very handy. And then the 50-state initiative teams. Some great team names in here. The Libertines. That's so funny. Earth Force, Great Lakes Initiative. Cool. So the world of Avengers includes not only familiar places like New York and London, but also wondrous lands and catastrophic threats. So these are like all the different places on Earth where they exist. Okay, so this is supposed to be a computer showing things, but it all looks very blurry to me. I don't know if it's meant to be that way. Interesting. Yeah, it all looks kind of blurry. Maybe that's the way it was meant to be presented. Good full page splash here. The modern world, Wakanda, right? I mean, this is obviously Wakanda went before Wakanda goes into outer space. Spoilers. Atlantis, yep, does interact. Latveria, where is it? That's great. Between Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, and Transylvania, there's Latveria. We've also got Genosha, Krakoa, Madripoor. So there's a lot of different regions in here that it talks about. Oh, and then we start talking about the Multiversal Avengers. So this is, so we've got A Next. Yeah, that was the name of them. A Next. And then Heroes Reborn. We get a little bit more detail on them. And of course, you can tell their art is different. which is cool that they brought in some of that original Heroes Reborn art. Ultimates, a bunch of different Ultimates apparently. Very, wow, just so much detail on all of these. They're Avengers, playing with the multiverse, adventure hooks you can use when you're doing the multiverse. Wow. Yeah. And then, of course, we get to our evil organizations, right? The Masters of Evil. I'm sure, yeah, Hydra's in here. Zodiac's in here. Yes! That is amazing. Aquarius, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, of course, one for each. That is hilarious. And with the original art, too. Oh, man, I love it. This is my... Matt Forbeck, if you were watching this, this is my favorite page in the entire book. This is amazing. Dark Avengers, yep, which was also a spectacular storyline, right? Oh, yeah, that's so good. So good. The Evil Illuminati, the Black Order, yep, so that's pretty cool. Oh, the great splash page of them, too. Yeah, I wonder how much of this art is actually reused from Marvel books across, because there's just so many different Marvel books out there, and how much of it they get to do art briefs for. That'd be interesting. I don't know much about how the books are written or the line is designed, but okay. So we're talking about iconic items. Yep, we do this. Like that's pretty cool. Like what is the restrictions. Because you don't want everybody to be able to pick up Thor's hammer, for example, right? So that's kind of neat that they put in here. All these different names that you can add as well, or powers, I should say. We got descriptions, improving. Yeah, you can level up your iconic items. That's kind of cool. Oh, wow, look at all these. Boomerangs. That's great. Crimson Gem of Sartorak. Juggernaut's helmet. Wow, they put a lot in here. That's awesome. Battle suits. How do you get tougher when you're wearing your armor and such? That's pretty cool. Wow. Narrative. Public location repurposed. Mobile low tech. Wow. There is a lot of stuff in here. Oh man, look, a cross section of a celestial. Okay, that is cool. That is very cool. So this is Avengers Mountain. Okay, yeah, I love it. Then we have Avengers Academy down here. All the different mansions. Helicarrier, that's great. New equipment. Everybody's always looking for new weapons. Different set. We've got steeds, Captain America's motorcycle, vehicles, and things like that in here. Oh, yes. They've included maps to go along with the different vehicles. That is cool. Oh, I love this. This is a great idea. Great idea. All right. Mixed rank teams. Right, because when the Avengers go out, there's some that are tier 4, there are some that are tier 1 or 2, depending who they are. So we're going to quickly just flip through a few of the characters that are in here. 3D Man, Absorbing Man, American Dream, Allfather, Archon, Ares. Yes, he's only rank 4. That's surprising to me. I mean, I guess he did get torn in half by the Void, or the Sentry, I should say. Spoilers, sorry if you didn't know that. Avengers Prime, Black Dwarf, Black Ant, Black Panther, Black Knight, Black Widow, Bucky Barnes as Captain America in one of the best story arcs ever. Rick Remender, gotta love that. All the different Captain Americas. Oh, Corvus Greatglaive, nice. Ebony Maw. So yeah, if you want all your Thanos characters, they're gonna be in here. It looks like the new Falcon. Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider. Gwenpool, that's funny that they just worked that in there randomly. A couple of Hawkeyes. Ooh, High Evolutionary, that's cool. That's like an arch villain. A couple of different Hulks. Hulkling, Immortus, Iron Man, J2, that's Juggernaut's kid, right? I believe. Jeff the Land Shark is in here for some reason. Maestro, he's a rank 6. That's kind of cool. Moonstone. I'm just skipping through a bunch of these. I don't want to like spoil every single thing, but just to give you an idea. Red Hulk's in here. That's good. Shang-Chi with the 10 rings. Sif, Star Fox, Tina Mortis, Terminus, Thor, Tony Stark. Must be him without the armor. Yeah, it is. U.S. Agent, Vision. Oh, the Void. Ooh, that's a scary picture too. I imagine he must be very, very scary to go up against. Wow. So there is a ton of stuff in here, folks. I said it earlier. I mentioned it online when I said I was posting this video tonight, that I feel like all of these Marvel Multiverse books just keep getting better and better and better. Not that they were poor to start with, but I feel like especially with the Spider-Man book and with this Avengers book, they've really found their groove and how to organize it and how to present the information to you. The one thing that I would always ask for that I wish that these had and they don't is just like a mini adventure in each book to really like drill home the idea of or the themes of what you expect from the Avengers books and whatnot, or from the Spider-Man Team Spidey, things like that. But I mean, regardless of that, you still have essentially like 100 pages of Avengers lore, and aside from like the Marvel encyclopedias, you're not going to get that type of information anywhere. And this will supplement and build upon all of the Avengers characters who are in the core rulebook that are playable to add a lot more variance. So, yeah, I can't recommend the game enough. I wish I had time to play it more. I've run it once at my local shop, and we had a spectacularly fun time where we had basically an Oscorp employee stole Green Lantern sled and Green Goblin sled and Juggernaut's helmet, and was just going to fly around the city destroying all of the Oscorp properties and whatnot. And my players had a blast trying to shut it down. So I want to find more time to play this game. So hopefully in the coming months, I will get this on the table a few more times. And you know, if my players really like it, maybe we can keep going with it. So anyway, this is a quick look. Probably a little bit longer than I had originally anticipated. But I highly, highly recommend picking up the Avengers book. I mean, pick up all the books in the game, whether you're going to play it or not. If you love comic books, or if your kids love comic books, they can read through this and get all the information they need about the characters, the teams, and all the variations. Like there's no stone unturned with the number of Avengers teams that are put in here. For example, the I can't credit the team on the line enough with the amount of research they do and the amount of stuff they cram into these books. So, anyways. That was a TTRPG quick look of the Marvel Multiverse RPG Avengers expansion. Check out my other quick looks. My Spider-Verse one is on the channel. I'll put it up here on the side so that you can click on the link if you haven't seen it yet. And if you like what you see, go ahead and give me a like and a follow. You know, those thumbs up go a long way. And I post a lot of different things on the channel. I'm sure that you can find something else on there that you love. So have a great night, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care.